All right, real quick, if your job, if your program, or even your purpose or calling is to move people from inspiration to action to outcomes, you know that the number one thing we need to do, or the number one thing that it takes, is for them to have hope, a belief that things can get better, that their life can level up. And it all starts with hope, right? And so, how do we instill, restore, or sustain hope in the lives of the people we're connected to or working with? There's actually a formula for it. There's three things that we need to make sure that they're connected to. Number one, they have to have connection. Connection to others creates hope, right? We all experienced that during COVID, how that disconnectedness led to hopelessness, right? So it's important that they feel connection, number one, connection to caring providers, caring people, supportive peers, and a connection to something bigger and beyond themselves, a higher calling, a higher power, a higher purpose, whatever it is. Number two is competency. Competency in about 4 or 5 different areas. Number one, competency in emotional regulation. They feel like if they get, stimulated, or if their emotions are all over the place, that they can regulate, that they can calm down and clear their head and move forward in healthy ways. If people can't emotionally regulate, they feel hopeless because they feel helpless. Number two is accessing resources and navigating systems, how to play the game that was oftentimes people feel like was set up for their failure, right? Number three is oral communication, how to communicate with others effectively. We're all doing this on our phones and on our screens all the time, but if you have weak communication skills, it's hard to feel confident and you lose hope. And then once you have feel a sense of competency in emotional regulation, accessing resources and navigating systems, and oral communication, then we can start to get into like employable or marketable skills. But before you get into employable and marketable skills, they have to feel competency in emotional regulation, accessing resources and navigating systems, and oral communication. That competence brings them the confidence to step their lives up to the next level. And number three is contribution. Once you have connection to others, once you have competency in areas that give you confidence, then you feel like you can now make a contribution to your village. Contribution by supporting your peers, supporting the program you're connected to, supporting movements, supporting community, supporting your family. When you feel like you can make a significant contribution to those things, it gives you hope. Connection, competency, and contribution are how we instill, restore, and sustain hope in the lives of others. And that's how we can inspire them and move them to take actions that lead to outcomes that take their lives to a whole nother level. Peace.